Welcome to EMELAC online tutorial. Now before us is this quadratic equation, and it says we should solve x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. Okay, looking at this, we can actually factorize this, or we can solve this, using the factorization method. However, I won't be using the factorization method. I won't be using the completing the square. Neither will I be using the formula or the quadratic formula method. Now, what is the method I'm going to use? Now, this time around, I'll be concentrating on the sum rather than the product. So, how do we go about it? Now, first of all, since we have the sum here to be negative 6, okay? But take note, for us to get the two terms, take note, this will be x, then plus, let us say m, then into x plus what? N, all equals what? 0. Okay, now let's consider 6. First of all, we just need to do is to divide 6 into 2 equal parts. So that will be negative 3, right? So which means negative 3 now plus negative 3 should give us what? Negative 6. Okay, I just want to use this to explain. Okay, and please follow me carefully. Now, which means these are the two terms, when we add, should give us what? Negative 6. Now, if I decide to adjust, these terms, evenly, which means I add 1 to negative 3, and that same one I subtracted from negative 3. So we end up having negative 2, now plus negative 4. Take note, it will give us what? 6. If I continue in this pattern, still that 1, here we have negative 1 plus negative 5, give us negative 6. So this one give us what? 0. Okay. Now plus negative 6 will give us what? Still negative 6. Okay. So which means that as I shift this, the same thing, the same shift occurs here. So which means it's a constant. So we can now say this is negative 3. Now plus a, which is that constant, now plus negative 3, take away a, which is the constant again, should give us what? Negative 6. And take note, these two terms, when multiplied, should give us what? 5. So here we have negative 3 plus a, into negative 3 minus a must give us what? 5. Alright. So let us resolve this here, and looking at this, you take a look at looking at this now, this will remind you of the difference of 2 squared. Okay, so giving us negative 3 all squared, then minus a squared equals what? 5. So this will give us 9 minus a squared equals what? 5. Making a squared the sort of formula, we end up having a squared equals what? 4. Okay, 9 minus 5 will give us 4. So here our a will now give us what? Plus or minus the square root of what? 4. That's when if we square root both sides. So our a here will now give us plus or minus what? 2. Okay, now at this point now, let us now plug in this to this, so I will now get the factor, okay, that will complement m and the term that complement m and n. So but I'll be making use of what? Positive 2. You can either make use of positive 2 or negative 2. However, it gives you the same answer. So for a, so for this, let me replace this a, but I'm using 2. So this is 2 and this is 2. So we end up having negative 1, then plus negative 5, giving off negative 6. So here, which means the same thing, negative 1 times negative 5 will give us what? 5. So at this point, we can now say this is x, alright, then minus 1 into x minus 5 equals what? 0. So we've now solved the quadratic equation. Now this method can be used to find the solution or the term for any quadratic equation. Thank you and God bless you.